Hello, my name's Christian Hacking and this is the CBR UK abortion news update. Now, lone births have been making big headlines at the moment, but what about lone abortions? And what does this have to do with IVF? Well, 2 weeks ago, the BBC chose to run this article. COVID. Woman heartbroken after terminating baby alone. It tells the tragic story of Emma Kemsley from Saffron Walden, who after 6 rounds of IVF treatment discovered her baby was unlikely to survive outside the womb. Her husband, James, was not allowed to be in the room for this most significant 18-week scan, so she had to break the news to him over the phone whilst he sat in the hospital car park. So far, so bad. But the story takes a sinister turn. The couple, following medical advice, booked an abortion for their baby, now 20 weeks gestation, only to find again that the dad was not allowed to attend the surgery. Now, it's awful for any parent to receive a disability diagnosis for their child in utero or out, a matter made far worse by COVID restrictions, and the BBC are rightly highlighting the travesty of this. However, the BBC go way beyond this. You see, they aren't just pushing for partners at scans, but also partners at abortions. Read the article and you'll see there is deep concern for the emotional support of the mother, but no concern whatsoever for the child who receives a death sentence because, and I hate to be blunt, it wasn't what the parents paid for. How was this killing justified? Well, to this end, the father makes a very revealing comment. About halfway down the article, he laments this, and I quote, "No one should have to hear about the loss of their child over speakerphone," end quote. Now, the BBC don't pick him up on this, but the child in question was not dead when the father was told he or she had severe disabilities. All that really died in that moment was the father's dream for the child, not the child that they later did have killed by abortion. Now, if those parents had decided to kill a disabled child once it was born, they would be held to account by the BBC like these examples. Yet because that child was in the womb, we as a society radically accept the parent's right to have that child killed. Not because it wasn't wanted, it was in this case, but because when they found out the child had a disability, that child became dead to them and to us, even though it was still alive. Britain, are we comfortable with this fact that unborn children can be killed as late as 20 weeks gestation because they are disabled? And do we realise the final piece in the puzzle, that the killing of disabled children is part and parcel of IVF treatment? According to the Human Fertilisation and Embryology Authority, there were 63,500 IVF treatments in 2018, involving the creation of nearly 1 million human embryos. The vast majority are never used but lay frozen or discarded. Those that are used only have a 23% chance of birth for heterosexual couples at best. The rest end up dying in the womb or being killed and disposed of before birth, like the tragic story above. That's a 77% chance of death. Yet desperate couples keep paying. According to healthcare intelligence business provider Lang Boisson, the UK fertility market is worth 320 million and expects accelerated growth and investment in the coming years. It should therefore come as no surprise whatsoever that a few months back, BPAS, the UK's largest abortion provider, launched its own IVF service. It advertised itself, I quote, as high-quality fertility treatment service at not-for-profit prices. What does this mean? Well, in short, it means that the UK's largest abortion provider, using its tax breaks, is well on track within 2 decades to become the largest possessor, discarder and experimenter of human embryos in the country. Britain, are we comfortable with that? So, in conclusion, lone births may be making the headlines, but what about the disabled babies being killed in the womb utterly alone, produced by an IVF industry that defiles us all? I'm Christian Hacking, that's your news update. Please like, share, subscribe and donate to our life-saving work. More information on IVF can be found below, and I will see you in a few weeks' time.